This episode of Real Garbage is brought to you by chocolate-covered almonds.
This episode is also brought to you by the use of ASMR. Don't worry, the whole episode won't be whispers.
Not all of it,
Not all of it,
but most of it.
but a lot of
This is Real Garbage.
I wonder if my camera's still rolling. Hang
I
on.
guess we'll find out.
Still
We're good?
We are good.
We are good to go.
Technology, eh?
Yeah.
Last
God.
episode, you couldn't see us because I
Yeah.
hit record and then it just stopped. Woo!
Oh, well.
I hate this new phone.
Hopefully this one's going to be
I'm gonna
Video
just
work.
remember to try and check it every 6 or 7 minutes.
okay.
Just edit that out.
Yeah.
Every time I say I'm gonna edit something, I usually don't. There's something I said the other day. I was like, "Well, I'm not gonna. No, I should just edit that out." I'm like, leaving that in. Boom. Let me subtitle that for you. That's what I meant. Kill them. Kill them all.
Oh my God.
Mosquitoes.
Oh,
I think
yuck.
from flies. What's happening?
Just enjoyed dinner. We're doing another evening film.
Welcome to Evening Podcast.
Yeah.
Real garbage at night. That Euro was delicious.
Oh my God, so good.
Thanks for the McDonald's fries.
Yeah, no
You
problem.
can just give that, like, I like the New York strip loin steak, please, medium rare, and I'll have the McDonald's fries on the side.
Yeah, honestly.
Fuck yeah. Fine dining at its finest.
Yeah.
I almost bought McDonald's coming home from work on Saturday night. I had to
Oh.
work. This is new people working in the kitchen. Not new, but just new hierarchy. And
okay.
shit gets a little backed up. And there's one guy in there. I'm just like, why is this person still in here? He's fucking up the rotation. Because you're waiting 30, 40, 50, 60 minutes for things that should take 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, that's not.
I had like customers like, hey, how you doing? Super nice. And they're like, where's my fucking salmon? It's been 45 minutes. I'm like, yeah, it has. It's been a little long, hasn't it? And so you can't order food between 5 and 8 because it's the busy time. At 8:30, I'm like, hey, it would be a good chance for me to order dinner. And the new head chef's like looking at the board of all his, maybe got like 6 or 7 bills up there. He's like, no, it's not. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I realized, oh shit, fucking 9 o'clock hit. And the kitchen's closed by 9. I'm like, God, so I can't eat at work. And I didn't get to leave till 11:15. So I was like, the only thing open is McDonald's. And I'm driving home like this, the turn off, like coming up the intersection. I'm like, no, you don't need it. Don't do it. I didn't do it. I came home and I ate yogurt and granola like a true mustachioed hipster.
Oh my God.
It was delicious though. But no, I like fought that urge because it was just, as soon as I started thinking like, Big Mac and those fries,
Yeah.
I could have done it. And I almost, there's 2 or 3 times on the drive. I'm like, come on, man, just do it. And I'm like, no, I want a down payment for something. I'm saving my money. Because I think like frivolous spending, it adds up. Go for a beer, buy a 6-pack, do this, do that. I'm like, man, you add it up over the month. And I'm like, that's $300 I got to put towards saving for something.
Yeah, that's true.
So I made chicken mulligatawny yesterday and froze some. Oh, it turned out really good. Went a little heavy on the whipping cream on the rice at the end though, and it's super thick. It's like more like eating a chicken curry paste now.
Oh, still good.
I added water too. It's tasty. Yeah.
Nice.
What else? You got new glass? How are your new glasses holding up?
They're good. When I went to Milestones the other day for Mother's Day dinner, it was sunny outside and Milestones was super dark inside, and the table that we were all sitting at was at the very back of the restaurant in this dark little corner, and there was a step and it literally said watch your step, but because my glasses are transitions and they turn into sunglasses, I couldn't see shit, so I'm like blindly looking like for them, and then I see Brandon like waving, and then I trip on the step and almost fall, and I'm like, fucking god damn it, I can't see, so I had to take off my glasses for like 5 or 10 minutes until they transition back to
That-
normal.
You got shitty transition lenses.
No, it didn't take that long. I just didn't put them back on. But yeah, like I took my glasses off for them to change. And
Because they're usually what, like 15, 20 seconds.
yeah.
So it would still seem kind of weird walking into an establishment and just having to stand still.
Right? Until
No.
ma'am-
I'm sorry. Just wait.
Yeah.
I can't.
I can't see. I literally cannot see.
Now, like, hi. What's happening? That would just be annoying.
Yeah.
But so would not being able to see.
True.
So there's that.
I think for the first time in my life, I'm also experiencing allergies.
Ooh.
I've never had seasonal allergies before, and I'm like, at first I thought I was sick. Like last week, I just, I could have slept for like days. I was so tired. I was so fatigued. I still am. But yeah, like my throat was hurting, and my eyes were burning, and I thought I was getting sick. And Brandon's fine. My grandparents are fine. Everyone I'm around, my coworkers are fine. You're fine.
Well, I'm still a little stuffy, but I was weed whacking all day at work.
Oh.
So that was like, I'm, blowing my nose in the shower, like, ugh, that's dark.
But yeah, and
That's expected.
that's the thing. Like when I blow my nose, it's not green or yellow indicating infection. So I'm thinking maybe allergies, which is very weird.
Probably.
for
There's
me.
there's a ton of crap floating around the
There's
air right now.
pollen all over my car. It's like yellow.
I work with dudes who just sneezing every 5 minutes. I'm like, God, I don't envy you at all. This just sounds rough.
Yeah.
It's just like after the 10th sneeze, they're like, oh God, just make it stop.
Oh, intense sneeze.
I remember I probably talked about this before, a year without having a sneeze. I remember it because like it was a few months of like every couple of days, just oh there it is. Looking at the sun, like it's gone.
Whoa.
And then it's like just kind of look around like I could turn that into a comedy sketch. 5 days later, and then like boom, one keystroke, boom, and then like 1 month later, oh there it is, here it comes. No, boom, boom. 1 year later, this has to be it. No, he's breaking down. His wife's leaving him. His kids are like, "You're not even a man, Dad."
Oh my
Then
God.
1 year after that, just no. Hijos, Dominos. That's what it felt like.
Whoa.
Oh, it was just like, it wasn't 2 years. It was like a solid year though.
I'm gonna
And
Google
finally
that.
I just let that
Whoa.
huge sneeze go. I was like, yes. Oh
Holy
my God. Buddy's like, you okay? I'm like, nah, I need a minute. And then like another one hit, and I was like, had to sit down for a while.
Oh my God.
I've never been one of the, like, there's people that sneeze in succession and then some that don't.
Yeah.
Are you a multi-sneezer?
I don't know.
Well, do you, like, when you sneeze, do you sneeze once or do you sneeze 3 times? Or at least twice? I'd sneeze once, usually.
I think
I'm like an 80% of the time single mono sneezer.
I think I'm a multi-sneezer.
Because like those people, you know them because they're like, ah, and you're like, oh, bless you.
You're like, there's 4 more coming.
and you're like, fuck. Okay,
Yeah.
you already got 1. You don't get more.
Yeah.
Just get all your sneezes in. How many more you got? 4? Okay, just keep going. I'll say bless you after.
I remember hearing a while ago that like one sneeze was 1/8 of an orgasm. So I've always thought like if you sneezed 8 times in a row, does that mean?
There's another comedy sketch right there.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's 6. Ah.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's coming.
It just fucking, he just freezes and it's just like,
Yeah.
it's always piano music. Or doves start flying into the air. He sneezed 8 times. My God, he's done it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I saw Avengers last week.
Same.
Finally. It was still packed as shit in the theater.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about the girl who was sitting in my seat?
No.
Oh
Oh,
my
my God. Tell me.
God.
I love when this happens.
So I walk up there. I was expecting a 6:30 or 6:45 show.
Yeah.
And I walk up. I'm like, ooh, 6:15. It's 6:17. I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm not going to waste another half an hour or 15 minutes. G4. All right. Walk right in. I had my bottle of water. I had planned this. I stopped drinking water at like 2:30 and had one energy drink at about 4:30, 5 o'clock. I was like, all right, I'm good to go. And I just sipped every half hour, 45 minutes, just a mouthful. I'm good. But I go walking in there, I'm like, okay, gee. And then I know it's 4, but it's dark as shit. And I'm like, my eyes haven't adjusted yet. And I'm kind of like stumbling. And all of a sudden I'm like, boom. And I'm like, hi. And she was like, hey. And I'm like, what the fuck? I know this is G4.
Yeah.
So I sit in the seat next to her. And this lady's like, that's my husband's chair. I'm like, yeah, just hang on. This woman's in my seat. I'm like, excuse me, is this G4? She goes, oh, I don't know. I go, it is G4. I said, you're in my seat. She goes, oh, well, I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, you're in the seat that I paid for. Oh, I'm like, what are you doing sitting here? Oh, well, our seats, we bought seats earlier, but we didn't know which ones we got. So they were really close. And I'm like, yeah, that's too bad. Get out of my seat. And this woman's like, that's my husband. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting her out of my seat right now. The fucking chick gets up and she's like, oh, well, shit, sorry. I'm like, yeah, get the fuck out of the seat that I paid for. She gets up and grabs the drink out of the cup holder. It was the lady's husband's drink. She just snagged it and left. I'm like, you fucking little shit.
Oh my God.
She was probably 20, 21. Just, and
Ew.
the guy came, sat down. He goes, I hear him go, what? Are you fucking serious?
Oh my
God. He gets up and walks away. I go, what the hell? She goes, the girl took his drink. I'm like, what?
Wow.
The nerve of some people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, go
I
fuck
hope she
yourself.
gets sick.
She probably did. Maybe she's, I don't know. I
That-
just thought that, like, I've done it
Wow.
before, but not at Avengers. Like, if you get into a movie theater and there's like 10 people, and
Then-
you sit way back here and you're like, well, shit, I think we can move up a couple rows.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. But when the whole movie theater is fucking sold out, because it was.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking around, I'm like, there's not an empty seat in this place right now except for their seats up at the front. This is my seat.
Oh my
Get
God.
out. But yeah, I had finally went to see it. I want to wait a few weeks. And I liked it.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
It was good, but I think you and I are on the same page with regards to, the people that are saying it's this huge cinematic masterpiece and the best movie they've ever seen in their lives. Like, watch more movies.
Yeah, it wasn't,
It was good, but it wasn't
you
mind-blowing.
knew it was going to end like, oh, the good guys have to win.
Yeah.
They had already lost. I'm like, okay, they already lost.
I honestly liked Infinity War better.
Oh, me too.
Like, because the bad guy wins. And that's the end of it. And obviously, you know that there's a sequel coming and they're going to find some way to hopefully undo it. But I liked Infinity War better.
This one, I just felt like they really reached
Yeah.
for a way to make it all better.
Yeah.
Like they really did.
Like the time heist.
Yeah.
Oh,
It definitely had its humorous moments for sure. I loved like when Paul Rudd got in the mix. I was like,
yeah. Side note, spoiler alert for our
Oh
audience
yeah,
members.
shit. We should probably spoilers.
Spoiler
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
If you're already watched this far, you should know it says Avengers Endgame in the title.
Yeah.
Read,
Yeah.
people.
But yeah, spoilers. And if you get mad at us, suck it.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
Give us a thumbs down. I don't care.
Yeah. But yeah, so the aspect of the time heist and now it's a multiverse.
Well, and they had just enough time crystals for the certain specific amount of people.
Yeah.
And who made the time suits? You know
Yeah.
me. You know me and my movie wardrobe in a time when like, oh, we're going from this point to this point. Well, we're getting way ahead of ourselves. But who said go make 8 jumpsuits?
Yeah.
Like they only had enough for themselves. I'm assuming they didn't have a backup of perfectly fitted suits for everyone. They had to get tailored. They had to get
Yeah.
tailored and made.
Yeah. Especially because their suits were made out of that special like quantum realm stuff.
Yeah. Like they gotta be. And I don't think it's that easy to just jump through time.
Yeah.
Is it? Like
I,
there's like, okay, we're all good to go. Like and like even when was it Hawkeye says I'll go
oh
first.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, you've never jumped through time
Yeah, he's just like,
ever."
I'll go.
Yeah.
Well, that's also because he really feels like he doesn't have anything to live for anymore. And that's one thing.
Yeah, that's true.
That's one thing I liked about this movie is the opening scene is like Clint with his family, and then they all disappear.
Well, it was kind of cool how they kind of gave us the idea of how the rest of the world viewed was affected by the vanishing.
Yeah, because in Infinity War when it ended, Thanos and the battle happened on Wakanda. So they weren't on Earth, and most of them were.
Wait, wasn't Wakanda on Earth?
Well,
They're
Tony
not in the
Stark.
rest of Earth.
Yeah, Tony Stark and Nebula and Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, they were on Thanos' home planet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So some of them weren't on Earth. Some of them were on Wakanda, but that's hidden from the rest of the world. And yeah, so seeing how it affected people on Earth, actually.
Yeah,
And-
it was just kind of neat
Yeah.
because you didn't realize, like, oh, those people disappeared too.
Yeah.
And then, do we jump into time? No, we don't. We
No.
don't go 5 years ahead yet
We're-
because they figure out
Yeah. So
where Thanos is.
yeah. Iron Man and Nebula are like on their ship 3 weeks after the snap happens. And you see like Iron Man really emaciated
And he's really thin.
yeah. And then Carol Danvers, right as the oxygen's gonna run out, Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, comes
Just in the
in
nick of time.
and brings their ship down to Earth and reunites Nebula and Tony with everyone. And then we find out that Pepper wasn't affected by the snap.
So wait, hold on before we jump ahead from this. My one question is, how far was Tony from Earth, and how did they find him?
Yeah.
And how much oxygen was left? How long was the flight from where
Yeah.
he was? Like, he would have died en route.
Yeah. Because he was prepping to die right there.
Yeah, like he was already sleeping.
Yeah.
She propped him up and was like, he just died
Unless
there.
she just like, like, I don't know.
Hey, would he be able to handle the speed? Would would the ship be able to handle the speed that she's traveling at that weird angle? Because she has to fly behind it, right?
yeah.
Or she has the iron grip. She just holds it from the
Oh,
bottom
yeah,
and goes
yeah.
straight. But there's just so many logistics, physics. I'm like,
Yeah.
Tony would be a
that's
corpse
true.
by the time
Yeah.
we got back to Earth.
True.
But
Yeah.
it's a movie,
Yeah. And then they
and
get
we're not
back.
making fun of it.
They get back to Earth, and Tony and Steve are at, Tony's mad at Steve. He's like, you said we were going to do this together, and we didn't. And everyone's just kind of dealing with the loss. And then I didn't like the whole... when Captain Marvel was like, she walks off and they're like, where are you going? And she's like, to kill Thanos. And they were like, we literally just tried that. And she's like, yeah, but you didn't have me.
Well,
I'm like, really? Like,
She
dude, calm
actually,
down.
she's one of the entities in the Marvel Universe that can kill Thanos on her own.
No, I know.
So she
but,
could have killed him.
oh, I know. It just seemed really like, you didn't have me. Like they gave her some really like cringy dialogue
sass.
in this movie and in her own movie. Like, just, yeah.
I haven't seen it, so I can't say. But yeah, it was pretty weak.
Yeah.
Weak in this movie.
And then after, so they go, Nebula remembers where he said he wanted to go after he completed his mission. And they go and find him, and he's all decrepit, and he's wearing Levi's and a t-shirt. And I'm like, where the hell did Thanos get his casual wear? Like, where?
He snapped his fingers before he destroyed
He
his
was
stones.
like,
Yeah, I mean, a couple pairs of jeans, probably some underwear.
Yeah.
Maybe some toilet paper out here. Meanwhile, he's just snapping other people out
he's
of
like,
existence.
yeah, he's like Crocs. Crocs.
Need some Yeezys. I need
Ray-Bans.
a couple of cardigans.
Yeah.
Tight
it was,
bits.
And then they find him and they look at his Infinity Gauntlet and he says he destroyed the stones with the stones. And then they're like, no, you're lying. You have to be. And Nebula's like,
He never lies.
he never lies. And then Thor just loses it and decapitates him. And right off, that took me off guard. I was like,
Yeah. He's like, oh, now he's dead.
yeah, he's like, they were like, what are you doing? And he's like, I went for the head. And then he just fucks off. And then everyone realizing that it can't be undone. It's 5 years later. And
That's when Ant-Man comes up, pops out of the...
yeah, that's when the rat low-key rescues Ant-Man from the quantum realm.
Wait, how does he get freed out? Oh, the rat. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
in the
right. He
storage
just steps
locker.
on the... Oh, yeah, so that's...
Yeah, the rat
just
steps on the
totally-
right
yeah,
button.
totally random.
Yeah,
Lucky,
And-
good timing.
I know, right? And
And then he shows up to go talk to now Natasha is the head of S.H.I.E.L.D.
yeah,
And she just seems like she's angry about the job. Like she doesn't seem to like it at all.
she's really like macabre about it, especially because she knows that Hawkeye has turned into Ronin and killing everyone. And then we see that Steve is leading this grief group.
Recovery group.
Yeah, talking about needing to move on, which is ironic because he's the king of not moving on.
He's the king of not moving on. It could be a song, but that's just a ripoff of the king of wishful thinking. I'm the king of wishful thinking.
And then Scott Lang is like, Ant-Man is like, yeah, he was saying like, it didn't feel like 5 years in there. It felt like 5 hours. And then they have this idea of a time heist to go back in time and get the stones. And then they encounter the Hulk, who is now
Smart Hulk.
Yeah, he's Professor Hulk. He's Bruce Banner merged with Hulk, and now he's medium sized instead of huge and not angry anymore.
So he was smaller
Yeah.
then, eh? Okay,
Yeah.
I thought so. So I was like, no, he was pretty big before, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's smaller.
Okay.
Smaller but smarter.
That makes sense then. So I was wondering that the whole time. I'm like, he doesn't look as big as he usually does. Like his hands are small enough he can manipulate stuff, kind of.
Yeah.
Crudely.
Yeah, but
Oh,
still.
yeah, I did like that combo though. I was pretty stoked on that. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, nice. Because I was wondering what was going to happen. Because we have to have a long talk at the end of Infinity War.
Yeah.
Or at one point he's like, we got some figuring out to do.
Yeah, because Hulk didn't emerge in Infinity War at all after Thanos kicked his ass in the beginning.
We have a Hulk. So the time heist.
So then they have this idea. They go to Tony Stark, who's now living off the grid in a cabin. And we find out that he had a daughter named Morgan, which is a callback to Infinity War when him and Pepper are on a jog in Central Park before Thanos comes. And Tony was like, I had a dream that we had a kid. We had a son, and we named him after your eccentric Uncle Morgan. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, Uncle Morgan.
Uncle Morgan. And Tony's just like, no, I'm not helping you. I'm not risk losing this. Like, fuck off.
But they're like, we found this. And he's like, God damn it.
Yeah. And then
Bastards.
he can't stop thinking about it. And fun fact, when
Fun fact.
fun fact time.
Yeah.
When he's tucking his daughter into bed, he says, love you tons. And she says, love you 3,000. And they incorporated that line because Robert Downey Jr. says his kids in real life say that to him. So it added an emotional level for him. But it also, this is a fun fact, a ton is 2,000 pounds. So another meaning for that is his daughter's saying, I love you more by saying, I love you 3,000. So the theories that I've read up are that already they're setting up and displaying that Morgan has her dad's intelligence.
Yeah. Iron Woman.
Yeah.
The newest Marvel character.
Yeah.
She'll talk to every manager. Karen Man.
Oh my God. Karen Man.
Karen Man. Coming everywhere this summer.
Yeah.
So yeah, he figures out time travel, which is crazy.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
And then he's on board and they decide to send, well, they don't decide. Hawkeye volunteers to go first just to try it out. And yeah, you brought up the thing. Where the fuck did they get all these suits? God damn it.
Well, hold on. Didn't they try it with Scott Lang first? Because he came back as a baby.
Oh, right,
and like an old
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they could. He's like, oh, he's skipping over his return date or something.
Yeah. Oh, that was
then-
before Tony came on board. That
Yeah.
was with the
Yeah,
Hulk.
because they were screwing stuff up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they got back. Tony did it, and that's when they used Hawkeye. Where did he go?
He went back to his house,
to
his farm.
and he could hear his kids. And he was like, "Hey!"
Yeah.
He yelled, and then they sucked him back.
Yeah, before he could fuck up the timeline.
Yeah. So then, of course, they're all jumpsuited up because somebody said, "Hey, go make 8 jumpsuits,
Yeah.
please." They figure out their plan. This was actually kind of cool, getting to see clips from all the old movies.
Yeah.
Getting to kind of get to see them see themselves.
Yeah.
Which was, I thought that was a pretty neat little clever trick.
It was really nice and it was a different take on nostalgia because we saw the modern characters interacting with their past counterparts, kind of,
Yeah.
rather than just their past
That would
counterparts.
be such a trip observing yourself from another perspective.
I know. Well,
Because
that's
everyone always says you never recognize yourself.
yeah. And
crazy.
that's exactly what they did. Like Tony and Ant-Man were upstairs in Stark headquarters, and it was that scene where they're all the original Avengers are all pointing their weapons at Loki, and we now see it from the back perspective. And this dialogue was actually funny when Scott was like, man, that first Captain America suit didn't do anything for your... Or Tony says that first Captain suit didn't do anything for your ass, Steve. And then Ant-Man's like, hey, that's America's ass.
America's ass. That is America's ass.
That is America's ass. That was good.
Okay, when they get to... So, the fight, Captain America fighting himself. I would think that the older one would be able to whoop the shit out of the younger one. Because it's only been... How many years?
This one was 2023, so 11 years, because that was 2012.
2023.
That's when this movie takes place, because they jumped 5 years from 2018.
That's right. Okay, so how many years?
5.
5 years.
Or no. What separates new Cap and old Cap is 11 years.
11 years. Okay, so 11 years of kicking the shit out of people, way more experience.
Not to mention, you know yourself. You know how you fight.
Yeah, and you know exactly how you fought back then and things that you didn't know back then. He'd be able to beat the shit out of him.
I know.
But I did love I can do this all days. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know you can.
I know. And then he gets old Captain America to stop by saying, like, Bucky's alive. And he's like, what? And then, knocked out.
Yeah, cheap shot, motherfucker.
And then he's like, that is America's ass.
Yeah. So then, where do we end up? He gets that case. No, he gets the, what's that thing
The
called?
scepter.
The scepter.
And then new Tony gets the case from old Tony. But then the Hulk that they made take the stairs bursts out.
Old Hulk.
Yeah, and screws everything up, and then Loki runs off with the briefcase with the space
he
stone
just disappears.
in it. Yeah. So now there's like a version of Loki that's alive. And then they end up giving like old Iron Man a mini cardiac arrest. Ant-Man gives old Tony...
Oh, yeah, he climbs into him.
Yeah, to create a distraction. And then Thor just takes his hammer and bangs on it, and he's like, oh, that worked!
It worked! Fat Thor.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I did not know I needed that in my life.
I kept seeing memes about him. I didn't realize what I was looking at. Someone was like, oh, I'm going for that Thor body this summer. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm looking at him like, it looks like the sequel to the Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
Dude in the theater next to me, he's like, man, guy looks like the dude from the Big Lebowski.
And then Iron Man
goes, hey, yeah, move it, Lebowski. He's like, oh man, that's what I just said. I'm like, I know, I heard you. Right on, buddy.
Oh my God. Yeah, it was so good. And here's what upset me as a viewer, not watching that, but afterwards, so many people were like, yeah, you think making Thor fat and making fat people the butt of the joke is funny, blah, blah, blah. No, clearly what was happening and what I got as an audience member is he's so depressed because he carries the responsibility of the failure that he didn't kill Thanos, he didn't go for the head at first, thus making him snap his finger. Like that to me 100% showed Thor's depression. I immediately knew that he let himself go and was an alcoholic and fat because he was depressed that he failed.
How did nobody, like, okay, I can understand someone going like, you're laughing at a fat person. I'm like, yeah, we're laughing at someone who's gone through a massive depression.
Yeah.
It's some movie. We're
Yeah.
not actually laughing at someone who's super depressed about their life.
Yeah, no.
Ease up.
Yeah.
It's for comedic purposes.
Yeah.
Like understanding is the weight of existence on him. Like,
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
he failed the entire
Universe.
Like
Yeah.
that's pretty heavy.
Yeah. So I didn't appreciate the fact that people were like, oh, you're just using Fat Thor as a cheap joke for fat people. Like, no.
The cheap joke was hilarious.
Yeah.
He was hilarious.
He
in
was
this
so
movie.
funny. And Chris Hemsworth himself in interviews, he was happy with what happened. He was like, it was so fun.
Did he actually put all that weight on for the role? Or was
I don't know.
Was it fat suit?
I don't know.
I'd like to think he put it on, but
Because he lost so much weight with that something about the sea movie about Moby Dick and stuff. Like he lost a shit ton of weight for that.
I never saw
So
that one.
I didn't either.
But I've seen him slimmer in other roles.
Yeah, so
Like
it makes
he's done
me
the old Christian Bale weight loss game
yeah.
thing.
So it makes me think that maybe he did pork up.
It's
Maybe.
a lot of weight.
Yeah.
A lot of weight. It looked like
Actually-
because it's been done before.
I don't
Mac from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia did. He put up 50 pounds for the one season, then lost it all for the next season.
I don't think he gained the weight, because if he did, we definitely would have seen media and paparazzi photos of
Probably.
Chris Hemsworth let himself go. Like,
Chris Hemsworth is fat,
yeah.
but he was hilarious.
He was so funny. And then, so Thor and Rocket, for the time heist, they go to Asgard from Thor Dark World to get the ether, aka the reality stone, out of Jane. And then he has this like conversation with his mom and gets some closure, and it was so nice to see his character arc. And then it made me so happy when he's like holding out his hand for Mjolnir, and then it comes to him and he's like, I'm worthy. Like, oh, bless his heart.
And it's sweet that he can take it back with him. Now
yeah.
he has two.
Now he has Stormbreaker and Mjolnir. Like, hell yeah.
Pretty badass.
Yeah. Which makes me think, like, he can create the Bifrost with Stormbreaker. He can also create the Bifrost with Mjolnir now.
Double Bifrost.
Yeah. Pew, pew.
Oh, good. No, they never got the dude back from.
No, Heimdall's dead.
He was dead.
Yeah, because he got stabbed before the snap.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they succeed in getting the ether, and then they leave. Tony and Steve both fail in getting Steve succeeds in getting the scepter, but Tony fails in getting the briefcase because Loki stole it. So then they have to go back to 1970s and get the time stone from there. Or not the time stone, the space stone
From his dad.
Yeah. And then there's a callback in the elevator when the people who we found out in A Winter Soldier were secret Hydra agents.
yeah.
They were trying to steal the scepter from him.
That was a good scene.
Yeah, and he was like,
Hail Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
They're
And they
just
were
like,
like, oh shit, okay.
Okay.
Which is a callback to the comic books, because in the comic books, in one issue and realm, Steve Rogers was working for Hydra the whole time. It really pissed people off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
So yeah, it was kind of calling back to that. And then Tony got to like talk to his dad and get some closure with that.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That would be a trip.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
So just talking about kids and shit, and he's like, "Oh, how do you do it? Like, how do you prepare for it?"
Yeah.
That'd be weird. Yeah, I don't know what I would do in that situation.
And then, so everyone, and then Hawkeye and Natasha go to Vormir to get the Soul Stone.
They fight each other because they both love each other, and one of them has to die, and they both think it's going to be them. And yeah, that's a.
I wish
didn't
it was
like
Hawkeye.
The running like towards the cliff scene, it was just kind of cheesy. I was like, "Well, come on."
Yeah, but I totally wish it was Hawkeye who went and not Natasha.
I could go either way.
Fair.
Neither one is my favorite character,
Yeah, that's fair.
so it's like, yeah, it's fair.
I just feel like Hawkeye already lost everyone and he became like a murderer. Mind you, it was more like a Robin Hood murderer where he was killing bad people.
Like Dexter.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know.
Okay, well, they get that one, or he gets that one.
Yeah.
Wait, like, how are they able to hold these things? You couldn't hold the Infinity Stones.
I know.
Because, Quill had that one. It's like, you can't hold it. You will, but all the Guardians could hold it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so, but these guys are like, Hawkeye's holding it in his hand.
Yeah.
Somebody else was handling them too. I'm like, no. These things would destroy you. I can't remember who else was holding one.
Okay,
Hulk held the gauntlet at one point.
which makes sense. Yeah. But, and then what's his name? Oh my
Which
God.
character?
Don Cheadle.
No, not
War
Falcon.
Machine. Oh my God. There we
Yes.
go. War Machine and Nebula are on Morag to get the Space Stone from Peter Quill. She's able to grab it because she has a bionic arm.
Yeah, out of the little stream of whatever it is.
Yeah. And then, so in Infinity War, Thanos, when he sacrifices Gamora, he can hold the Soul Stone. So I don't think all the stones are super powerful and you can't hold them because Doctor Strange holds the Time Stone.
In his, yeah, but between his fingers,
True.
he doesn't actually touch it.
No, yeah. But
Just saying.
I know.
I don't know.
And then the ether is sucked out of her into that tube thing.
Why is it in her? I can't remember.
She
that was from first Thor, wasn't it?
second Thor.
Ragnarok? No.
No,
wait.
Ragnarok's
Oh, yeah,
3.
what was the
Dark
second one?
World.
I can't remember that one.
She went to like the Stonehenge or something and stuck her hand into a hole, and then it like went into her or something. Yeah.
Things I've forgotten about the Marvel universe.
So they get the Mind Stone, the Space Stone, the Soul Stone.
The blue one, the Tesseract.
I think that's the Space Stone. The purple one is the
Reality Stone?
yes.
No, red's Reality Stone.
Yeah, red's
Yeah.
reality.
Purple
is
Wait, Soul Stone's yellow?
Soul Stone's orange.
Orange.
The Time Stone's green. The Reality Stone is red. The Space Stone is blue. The Vision Stone is yellow.
Yellow.
Purple is
Whatever's left. I can't remember.
is it the reality? Fuck.
Powers? No, not-
Yeah, the Power Stone.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he can use that to like fucking hurdle moons at people
Yeah.
and shit. You chuck another moon at me, buddy.
Yeah, you
Bucko.
don't throw another moon at me.
Listen, pal.
So then they have all the stones, but then short circuiting somehow happens with Nebula, and 2014 Nebula like shows Thanos and Gamora. 2023 Nebula's inner workings are going on.
And that whole like them having the mixed frequencies and shit. I'm like, well, how? Like, what's the explanation for this?
Yeah.
Why are they getting their wires crossed? They're half a world apart,
Yeah.
or they're kind of close to each other. I guess
That was something to me that seemed like just for the sake of the plot. Like just to create some conflict.
yeah, because if it had to have some explanation, I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah. And then Thanos is like, okay, well, I'm gonna mess up all their shit. Especially because now he knows they all have every single Infinity Stone. So he was like, great, you did the work for me.
And how did he get his time units, his time crystals, whatever it was? Those things.
Oh,
where did that come from? She got one for him.
Yeah. So what happened was Nebula had stolen 2014 Nebula stole the gold piece on 2023 Nebula's head and her return stuff for the quantum realm, went back in time to get the Infinity Gauntlet, and then when they all get back to the Avengers base, she goes to the quantum realm time jump area, punches in some numbers, I know not how, hacks it, and then lets Thanos travel forward in time.
Yeah, but where did she get where did she get the time jumping stuff from? I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
She got it from, did she steal Nebula's return? Because like when her and Scott Lang tried to go back together, but hers shorts out.
Yeah.
And that's because she's being interrupted by the other Nebula.
Yeah.
Somehow.
But but Nebula needed the stuff to get back herself. So, yeah, that's a plot hole.
Yeah, I can't remember. I seriously
Because
can't
I just remember him, like Thanos coming through the portal. And then...
But it was so badass to watch him get to watch him fight, to just kick the shit out of some people. I was like, holy man. He's a tough motherfucker.
Yeah. And then, so we're reintroduced to Thanos because future him's dead, past him's coming to the future. Same with Gamora. Gamora's dead, past Gamora comes to the future. So now we're in a reality where Gamora's alive.
But she's still bad.
Yeah. And then Nebula convinces her to join ranks with everyone. And then future Nebula and past Gamora take out past Nebula when she gets the gauntlet from Hawkeye, who thinks she's good Nebula. And
Like, hey, I know you.
yeah. And then they end up killing past Nebula. Or killing her. And then they're playing keep away with the Infinity Gauntlet from Thanos.
Yeah, that gets pretty crazy.
Oh shit, we forgot one part. Oh my god. So when they all get back from
Time.
they're arguing over who wields the new gauntlet to bring everyone back. And Hulk does it because he's like, the radiation from the Infinity Stones is gamma, and I'm made of gamma. So he was like, I was literally made for this. So he snaps, brings everyone back, and then Nebula brings Thanos here.
Yeah, that's right.
And then, is that when the battle starts?
Yeah, because he brings his army, and that's when Doctor Strange starts bringing everybody into the holes, and is like, well, you know, I think you'll find our will is equal to yours. It's equal to yours.
But yeah, and then the warriors from Wakanda come. T'Challa's alive. Shuri's alive. Scarlet Witch is alive. Peter Parker. Everyone.
Except for Natasha, because she got chucked off a cliff.
Yeah.
She jumped off a cliff.
And it's a huge evenly matched war now after Captain America got his ass kicked with Thanos, because he was just like beating the shit out of all of them.
Yeah, that's right.
And then just when it looked like he was going to kill Captain America, who started wielding Mjolnir.
That was pretty cool. I just loved the, you knew it.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that at all. And I liked it. I was like, I did that. I don't know if that happened in the comic books or not.
It does. Captain America wields Mjolnir, and Thor being like, I knew it, is because in Age of Ultron, when they're all trying as a game to pick up Thor's hammer, Captain America moves it, and Thor's like, he goes from like, ha ha ha, and he's like,
Whoa.
And then a theory was going around that this whole time Captain America could wield Mjolnir, but didn't, because he didn't want to hurt Thor's feelings, because for the longest time he's been like, only I'm allowed to wield it.
Yeah.
Especially in the first Thor, he couldn't wield it because he wasn't worthy, because he was a spoiled brat.
Yeah.
So Thor in this one, when he was like, I knew it, he was like, I knew you could pick it up.
Okay, that makes, all right. So I just thought, like I said, I just thought he always thought he could. That was exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
I agree with you. That was pretty sweet.
Yeah. And then Thor starts wielding Mjolnir again. And
you can have the
you can have the small one. He's like, give me Stormbreaker back.
You can have the little one.
Yeah.
That's right. But like, the power to control the lightning and stuff too, does that come from the hammer? Like, I think he shouldn't be able to control a storm above him. Like, no, you're not the god of thunder.
Yeah.
You're just Captain America, but you can wield that thing.
Yeah.
You can't control storms.
No, I did not like that.
So that I was like, no, that's too much. You took it too far.
Yep. I agree. And then we see like Thanos just beating the shit out of Captain America. And of course, everyone was anticipating Captain America to die there. And they're like, oh my God. And then,
there's somebody coming to save him.
Yeah. And then every single character ever came. And finally, after years of waiting, all the fanboys finally got to hear Captain America say, Avengers assemble.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was like, and that battle was pretty cool.
That was so
pretty
cool.
epic.
The keep away with the gauntlet. Like was,
he almost got it. He did have it again, actually.
Yeah.
How the hell did it come off? How the hell got it off?
I can't remember.
You can't take notes in the theater.
Yeah.
People get a little annoyed to get your phone on. You're like,
you're like,
I'm just making notes. It's for a podcast. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Some dickbag sitting next to me was drinking Grower's cider. I saw it later. And he comes back from the bathroom with his phone on. Like, just the light sitting up, and I'm like,
oh my God.
What the hell is this? Why are you doing this? I'm like, I'm going to say something. His phone went off. I was like, all right, good. Then he kept crumpling this little piece of paper every like 10 minutes or something.
What
are you doing,
the hell?
Yeah. At one point, he was gone for like 15 minutes. I'm like, you're missing huge chunks of this movie.
Oh my God.
What is wrong with you? Yeah, it was a little strange.
Weird.
Yeah.
What
So can't remember how the hell they got the gauntlet off him again. Because Scarlet Witch gave him a whooping at one point.
Yeah, she was pissed.
You took everything from me.
And he was like, I don't even know who you are. And she's like, you will. Yeah, I love Scarlet Witch.
And which movie did she show up in?
Age of Ultron.
Oh, that's one I haven't seen in probably 7 years.
Oh,
wait, no. When did it come out? 2015?
I think, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah,
so,
3 years after
I haven't seen it
Avengers.
since 4 years.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
rewatch
get
all of them.
all of these
I want to
movies at one
watch them
point.
in chronological order, how you're supposed to.
Watch them. Was there 13 of them or 14 of them?
No, there's 22 Marvel movies.
What?
There's 22.
22?
Yeah.
Iron Man 1, 2, 3. Avengers Age of Ultron. Infinity War. This one. And then Thor the Dark, whatever.
Dark World.
The Ragnarok. And then
Hulk. And then Captain America. Winter Soldier.
Civil War.
Yeah.
That's 14. Wow, shit.
Captain Marvel.
Ant-Man. Ant-Man and Wasp.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Jesus.
Yeah, there's 22.
What the fuck are the other 3? That's so many.
What are the other ones? Oh my god. Come on. Oh, Black Panther.
Duh.
21.
I'm not sure.
But yeah, this is 22.
That's crazy.
I know.
That's a lot of Marvel movies.
I know.
So I'm going to block off a week
Yeah.
to just watch Marvel movies. I've kind of rewatched, like I said a little while ago, I watched Thor Ragnarok, Infinity War again, now this one, and Ant-Man and Wasp, like within the last 4 months. Mm-hmm. They're always just like, I'll put them on as background sound.
Yeah.
They're good.
Good background sound.
Mm-hmm. But now I love it.
Oh, Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah. Spider-Man. And 2 of them, right?
Yeah, because the other one's coming out like this year. So that's 22.
That's crazy.
I know.
Where's Far From Home set?
In the UK.
Oh. Wait, well, which one did I just... Homecoming.
Yeah.
Oh, that one was good. Wait, that was the one with...
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, I have seen the preview for this one, for the Far From Home. That's right. Oh, yeah, because that's with Mysterio in it.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Mysterio's not the villain, or at least that's what it looks
Yeah,
like.
seems like he's not.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I remember seeing that one. That should be good.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they fight. They eventually get the gauntlet. Oh, and I love this. Iron Man's built a gauntlet into his suit.
Yeah.
And we get to come full circle.
Oh,
with him.
and Thanos is like, I am inevitable.
Well, I am Iron Man. Just like how it started.
Yeah.
Boom. And just like, so I'm curious as to how the gauntlet interprets what you want to do with it. I guess
because there's a mind stone in there.
Probably just all you gotta do is this thing, get rid of all these shitty fucking people.
Yeah, get rid of the bad guys. Get rid of Thanos and his legions.
I mean, when you're bringing them back, like the Hulk's like, is he thinking like, bring back every single person that was eliminated?
I think so.
Or is he just going, just bring back the good people?
Yeah. Just bring back the ones that deserve
Don't bring
it.
back the shitty people. Just boom.
Because that's the thing that I liked in Thanos as a villain in Infinity War is he was like, this isn't going to be determined by if you're a good person, if you're a bad person, if you're wealthy, if you're if you're poor. It's going to be random, like complete random genocide.
Yeah.
And I was reading this theory the other day that said the Hulk bringing everyone back is bound to have massive ramifications because you've had half of the world who survived living with this and dealing with the grief for 5 years. And then 5 years later, their loved ones come back. And two major points that stuck out to me that were like realistic were one, what if, a wife loses her husband in the snap and then in the 5 years has grieved, coped, met someone new, fallen in love again, and then her husband's back thinking he's only been back for 5 hours, for 5 hours.
Yeah.
And then now he has lost her. And the second one was,
Not
what
even
if
5 hours? Spider-Man said 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He was like, I just kind of like, everything went black, and then all of a sudden I was awake, and now I'm here.
5 minutes. And then the other one was, what if, you were in an abusive relationship and your abusive significant other got snapped away.
And you're like,
and,
thank God.
And then they're back and they like.
And they're madder than ever.
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck?
The world got destroyed because of you, because you burnt dinner.
Oh, God. Yeah, like so many like horrific ramifications can come from it.
Well, just think about the criminals and rapists and murderers and psychopaths that are coming back.
Yeah.
So that's where I go,
just bring back.
Could you, with that thing, just go, I'm just thinking of just bring back the good people. Snap.
Maybe. I wish. I hope.
It's just in where do you draw the line? playing God.
And that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, because you're no better than Thanos if you're doing that.
Yeah. But yeah, so then Iron Man snaps his fingers and then you see them all like crisping away and you're like, yes. And then you look and Iron Man's like, he's fucked.
That was shitty. That was sad.
That was so sad.
Because he's been one of the best parts of all these movies.
Yeah, he's the one who started it all. If, like...
See, kids, you can bounce back.
You can bounce back from rabid
See,
drug
kids,
addiction.
you can bounce back from cocaine.
Yeah, and heroin.
Yeah, all those drugs.
Yeah. And
have a super successful movie career.
yeah. And
Done well.
yeah, and he's such a good actor, and I'm so sad that he's not going to be part of it anymore.
Have you seen any of his stuff
Pre-Avengers?
Marvel?
Yeah. Yeah,
I can't
him
remember.
as Charlie Chaplin.
Him in U.S. Marshals?
Him in Gone Baby Gone, I think.
That was Ben Affleck.
No, yeah, what am I? It's the one with Val Kilmer. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. There we
Oh,
go.
I haven't seen that in a while. Or I don't know if I have. Yeah.
And then him as Sherlock Holmes.
Oh yes, those are great.
Yeah.
Really good.
I like the second one better than the first one.
I don't know if I saw the second one.
Game of Shadows with Moriarty.
Moriarty. Okay, I've seen it then. Moriarty.
But yeah, and then Peter Parker says goodbye to him and he's like, I'm sorry. And then Pepper.
She's like, you can rest now.
Yeah.
We're gonna be okay.
Yeah. Ugh.
So sad.
I was so upset that he died. I was like, no way. I had an inkling. I for sure thought Captain America was going to bite it. And I was reading an article, another one, and they said that the reason they didn't have Captain America die is because everyone thought it was going to happen.
I did like that he was the one to go back and put all the time stones back.
Yeah. And then he had his nice life with Peggy.
Lived his life.
And another theory, I read a lot of articles. I think in the Winter Soldier or in Civil War, whenever we find out that Peggy had two sons, or not two sons, two kids, and that she was married, Cap was really sad about that. And then him going back in time, that means that it was him who she was married to and had kids with.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know.
What a twist.
I know. It's so and now there's a multiverse for sure. It was confirmed in the new trailer for the newest Spider-Man movie, Far From Home.
Jesus.
Which means maybe there will be Iron Man still.
You got to watch the OA.
Yeah.
You got to watch the OA because I can't say anything. I can't give it away.
I'll watch it. I'll watch the first episode tonight.
Sweet. There's 2 seasons, 8 episodes in each one. It's really good.
Okay.
I was hooked after the first episode. I was like, damn, I'm gonna keep watching this.
Okay.
I just watched it hard. It's good. But yeah, this was a good end. I found the quantum time thing. I was like, okay. It's a bit of a stretch, but it's a cool idea. And I'm like, how else were they going to get everyone back? I'm like, because there's no way that you can do this without.
Oh, yeah. And then I just realized something we glossed over. After they kill Thanos, Captain Marvel literally fucks off for the rest of the movie, helping other planets that also dealt with this. And then we don't see her until the very end of the battle, and she just got a new haircut. And
she got the new haircut before she left.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she had left before she left because somebody said, she's like, oh, I have to leave. It's like, where are you going to go? Where are you going to get another haircut?
Oh, yeah, Rocket said that.
Yeah,
Yeah, like she just went and got another a haircut randomly and like...
Yeah, it seemed odd. And
Yeah.
like you were saying, for no reason.
No reason.
It's not like, oh, I have to go to this other planet where there's no long hair allowed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I would assume that with her superpowers, could she just change her hair whenever she wanted?
Right?
Could she change her appearance?
I don't
She'd be like, shorten.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and then Tony Stark's funeral. And the kid...
And every character there.
Yeah, every single one. And I was reading another article, surprise. And every single character was there. No one was CGI'd in. Everyone was there.
That's crazy.
And even the kid that Tony met in Iron Man 3, that he lent his garage to, he was there. He was grown up though because he has hit puberty.
Fuck, which one was Iron Man 3? Iron Man 2 was Mickey Rourke with the whips.
Iron Man 3 was when
him and War Machine going at it.
No, that was also number 2.
Yeah.
Number 3 was when the Mandarin. Yeah, the Mandarin and
Get that mic right back in front of your face because you're slouched so down. You're right in front of it.
It was the Mandarin and then that fire guy that also infected Pepper.
I don't think I saw Iron Man 3.
I can't remember it.
I really don't. Yeah, I don't think I saw it.
It was.
I should watch it.
Yeah. So that kid that was all grown up, he was there at the funeral.
Yeah, I give this movie a 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a 10. Like, it was overhyped.
Yeah.
It was overhyped like crazy. Like,
I went
said,
in.
oh, it's 3 hours if you won't be able to go out to the bathroom. There's like at least 5 places where I thought I could go right now.
Yeah.
Probably.
And in hindsight, yeah, I agree.
That's what someone should do. Release, like, these are the times where you can go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Judging by my, because I kept track. I was like, okay, the movie just started at like 6:30 on the nose. Bam. I checked my phone about 3 times. I'm like, oh, there's an hour, 2 minutes, hour 57. And then, like the 2 hour, 20-minute mark was online. I was like, oh, crap, I got to pee.
That same.
I held it.
I did. I couldn't. Stopped drinking fluids like an hour to an hour and a half before I saw it. And then I had maybe 3 sips of my pop. And I was sitting there and I had to pee about, I want to say, an hour and a half in. And I ended up caving and leaving after the majority of the battle had happened. And I had come back right when Iron Man was like, I am Iron Man, and snapped his fingers. And I looked at my watch and I was like, there's 10 minutes left. I couldn't have held out.
Came right at the end.
Yeah, I didn't actually see Iron Man's like death scene. I came back and like, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. I was so
You just
pissed.
have to go and see it again.
I kept, when I got home, I was like YouTubing like Iron Man death scene. And it wasn't popping up. And I was like,
It's probably out there now.
Yeah, probably.
You saw this a few weeks before I did, I think. Didn't you?
Yeah, I saw it on
Or
May
week in it.
4th.
Yeah. It was May
the 4th.
It was May 9th when I saw it.
Yeah, I saw it a week before you did.
Eh.
But yeah, it was overhyped. I went in thinking like,
It was good. It was
Yeah.
exciting. It was fun to watch.
Yeah.
And a lot of it I enjoyed. There's a couple points where I was like, I don't know, we've talked about it already. I don't want to have to go back.
yeah. Oh yeah, and then Thor joining the Guardians of the Galaxy
Yeah,
and being
that was
the
pretty cool.
Asgardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, I love that little back and forth between him and Quill.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're totally in charge. Just all remember who's in charge here. Touching the map. Okay, you don't touch the
Me,
map.
right? Yeah.
Oh, it's your ship. Yes, you're in charge. All right.
That's that.
All right. Do all the things. You know.
You know the drill.
Subscribe, like, share.
Yeah.
Watch it, listen to it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. I'm fucking tired right now.
Same. I'm like ready for bed. 2
ciders and some weed. All right. Let's call it there.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
This is Real Garbage.